Good day to you and happy Friday. It is May the 5th. So yesterday was May the 4th, which was May the 4th be with you. And so today's the myth, which is Revenge of the 5th. So I actually have my Darth Vader shirt on, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. And right now we're definitely experiencing some rather cool weather here in Northern California. I know it's been in the low 50s, high 50s to mid to high 50s to low 60s, and even have good chance of rain tomorrow. Which around here, normally when it comes to graduation for the high schools, college, and the local fair, a lot of times it gets a chance to rain. So that's normally what happens. But anyways, hey, we're talking about here the working on your body, mind, and spirit, something I call balancing the triad. We want to make sure to focus on those that are 50 and over. Realize, hey, you can change your health, create your own health and wellness freedom plan by working on those. And even if you've had little to no success before. So today, a lot of times I talk about topics that people just want to know. Let's lose weight. Let's focus on that. Well, yeah, that might be what you're drawn to. But to actually achieve that goal, there's a lot more involved. And I kind of cover those topics, which usually sometimes involves the mind or the spirit. So today we're going to talk about the mind. When I break down the mind, I look at the logical mind, the analytical, creative, and the subconscious. Today we're going to talk about the creative, and that is using your imagination for losing weight and inches. Creativity, imagination, kind of working together there. Think child life. What is it going to get your creative juices flowing? Use your imagination, use your visualization. And this is where it's important, because when it comes to working with your mind and your imagination, your creative ability, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. So this is where it comes into play with losing weight or losing inches. Is you need to be able to visualize yourself doing that. Because, and this might become where you hear to fake it till you make it. Doesn't always, not necessarily a good way, but faith it until you make it. This is where you have the faith and belief you're going to make it. You're going to be able to achieve your goal, and that's where it comes in here. You visualize yourself the way you plan on looking at the, now understand the scale fluctuates throughout the day and throughout the week. Over a period of time, you can lose the weight. That's something to look at, but day to day, don't look at the scale. You want to make sure and focus, and even your inches don't want to look at that day to day. You want to look at it after a period, say a week or so, and then you can kind of check yourself. But anyways, you want to focus yourself. You want to use your imagination. This works for any area of your life. We're just kind of talking about this right here. Is you got to spend some time to use your imagination, use that creative ability to focus yourself and visually experience. Well, not just visually, but using all your senses. Excuse me. Not all of us are visually oriented, which means some people see pictures in here in their head. They can see it. I'm one of those that really don't see it. I know it's there, but I wouldn't describe it as visual. Regardless, however you experience it, you want to use as much of your senses as possible. See it, feel it, hear it, taste it, smell it. And the goal you want to accomplish, what is it you're going to look like? Picture that there as much as you can. And when I say picture, again, however you interpret that, however your skills are. And you want to do that often. Sometimes you can have a picture up. If there's someone with the body you want to look like, there's a ways where you can be able to get the picture up on your computer, print out, or even put your face on there, which helps you to imagine a little better. But the idea is to go through and use your creative ability to go through and experience that process. What's it going to look like when you're there? Experience it fully in detail as much as you can. Immerse yourself in the experience it, using that imagination. And then from there, what's usually going to happen is you're going to start taking those actions. You can start doing exercise. You're going to start making healthier food choices. This was the particular activating system. We did a whole video on that before, where you deem this as important. It is important to you to start losing the weight, to start losing the inches. And you're going to start, because of that, what is available to you out there is going to start coming into your forefront. You're going to start noticing what it is, the steps you need to take. What are the tools? Who are the people that are going to start coming into you? As long as you keep using that imagination over and over again. Now, you don't focus on it all day, all long, but one of the ones we talked about from, I know Martha said, you got the goal, you picture yourself, and you set a timer. So every 45 minutes, you immerse yourself in that environment. You figure yourself you're there, and that kind of helps to keep reinforcing it. I'm hoping all this makes sense. I'm hoping I'm not getting too contracted here, or convoluted. That's the word I'm looking for. But you got to use your imagination. When you can see it, this is even going back from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, Wallace D. Wattles from the signs of getting rich. All right. If you can see it in here, it can become a new reality. But you got to see it here and believe it's possible. This happens with your your health as well. You got to believe it's going to be possible, see it, visualize it, picture it in all the facets that you can, and then start taking steps to go through there to make it happen. I'm hoping all this kind of makes sense again. But yes, you can use your imagination because you vividly imagine it. And that starts to the inside world here starts to manifest in your outside world. Take some time, believe you can have it, and it can happen. And through the synchronicity, you'll start manifesting those tools, those people to help you reach your goal. And this is not woo-woo stuff. This is actually based in a lot of positive scientific information as well. But you got to believe it's going to happen. This has to do with the neuroplasticity of the brain. You start working on it, you start expanding it, the tools start coming in, and you start realizing what's there available for you. It all starts in here. Mind's the most powerful tool we have. You can either hinder us, can either help us to get to our goals, or it can hinder us. Just depends on how you choose to use it. Let's choose to use it for the positive. All right. And if you want any help on your process, in the description, you'll find a link to my Facebook group with some trainings in there to get you started on your journey. So for right now, have yourself a great weekend. I will catch you on Monday. So take care and balancing to you.